Yo, Leroy and the Luchador, Wrestlemania postgame show. Luchador, I'm in the house with Leroy. Say what's up.
All right, L&L episode 20.
Something like that.
22.
Pre-show, tag title match, the Usos, the new team of Justin Gabriel and Tyson Kidd, and both those teams got a shot in a triple threat match against the champions, Primo and Epico, with Rosa Mendez. What were your thoughts on the match?
I like this new combination with Gabriel and Kidd, the Usos. They're pretty talented. Primo and Epico. And it's weird, like 2/3 of the guys in this pre-show match are second generation. And then you got Gabriel and Kidd. And Kidd isn't like a second generation superstar, but he's still basically trained in he trained in the Stu dungeon, right? In Stu's dungeon? Yes. So yeah. Wasn't really paying attention, but it sounds like a good match.
Let me rein you in there, Leroy. I thought this was a nice little 5-minute match. Everybody busted out their little high spots, but it wasn't like a super high spot wank fest, like X Division turd. You know, about 5 minutes. It was good. Everybody hit their stuff smooth. Justin Gabriel had to go up twice to do one move, but it wasn't a big deal. Primo and Epico kept the straps. It was a good match. Now, we're going to move on to the actual show itself, and what, we'll call this a notorious opener. Sheamus going for the title against Daniel Bryan, the champion. Daniel Bryan came out and he was over, and there were yes signs everywhere, and there were chants, and the bell rang, and he went to give AJ a kiss, and he turned around and he ate a big boot from Sheamus, and he was pinned, and he lost the title in 18 seconds, and part of my money was to go towards seeing a great Daniel Bryan WrestleMania epic match, and I felt so cheated. And this was not a great start to the show. Leroy, your thoughts?
I mean, I wouldn't have booked it to be 18 seconds. I love the part where in the pre-show, Daniel Bryan had AJ hold the belt and, like, jump around going, yes, 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 around Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan just put his hands on his hips like he's like the fucking God's gift to Mars. But, now, I wouldn't have booked it to go only 18 seconds, but it's cool. They ended up going the limit anyway, so.
You do bring up a good point. They used all 4 of their hours. Yeah, this show did not go off the air early, that's for sure. All right, up next was Kane with the upset victory over Randy Orton. Felt like a Friday Night SmackDown match. I don't know, your thoughts?
I kind of saw the Kane upset coming. I didn't really care who won or who lost. It's whatever. Next match was the Big Show and Cody Rhodes for the Intercontinental Championship. To get Del Rio on the show and to get 9 matches onto the show, I really wanted Big Show to beat Cody Rhodes. And then this wasn't planned in my mind prior to WrestleMania. But as the match was going on, I noticed they hadn't announced like a 9th match. So I thought Show could beat Rhodes for the IC belt, and then Del Rio could come out and then face Show for the IC title, and then beat him in like 2 minutes, and then you can have 9 matches for Mania. Here's Luch.
Big Show versus Cody Rhodes was exactly what it was supposed to be. A 5-minute match with Show taking the title. Nice little WrestleMania moment, if you will. If you don't mind, Leroy, I think we'll skip the Divas match. Or maybe I'll show you some real moves. Up 5th was Undertaker and H. Hell in a Cell. 30 minutes. Very dramatic. Great match. 4.5 stars.
H was awesome as a heel throughout the entire match. I really liked it. But yeah, this was a good match in itself. Like, take away all the drama, and it's still a pretty decent match. Not as good as it would be without Triple H just being a total heel throughout the match. But it was cool. It was cool. Team Johnny and Team Theodore match. So here.
All right, Team Jonathan, Team Theodore. Team Jonathan won. Zack Ryder going for the broski boot, and Eve hopped in the ring to celebrate with him and do woo woo woo. And in trying to get her out of the ring, Miz hit him with the skull crushing finale. So it was Miz pinning Ryder. Yeah, it wasn't bad. Everybody hit their spots, clean little match, 8 minutes. Just 18 people there, between the 12 people, and every team had like 3 people outside the ring, so it was sort of like their old school lumberjack match they used to do every year. But it was an inoffensive little match that actually determined something in the end that will mean something, so there you go. Anything to add?
I will add something, and that is the next match for the WWE Championship, CM Punk and Chris Jericho. They could do without the John Laurinaitis promo at the beginning.
And the stipulation.
John Laurinaitis is as a great talker, as a great promo as he is. This part on the show is just unneeded, more unneeded than the Deadliest Catch part. Luch has to say something.
Yeah, the stipulation, for those of you who don't know that we're talking about, the stipulation was that if Punk got disqualified, he would lose the title. This was kind of like out of nowhere, and I didn't even really see the point. It just felt tacked on, which isn't what you're going for at WrestleMania. The match itself was pretty good, about 20 minutes, about 4-star match. Started out slow, got better in the end. It was pretty good. It was okay. Wasn't a classic WrestleMania classic. It was a nice little 3 3/4 star match. Anything to add before we get to the main event?
But Punk and Jericho, it was cool. It was a nice little match. I was eating some pizza rolls during half the match, so I wasn't really paying attention. I was paying attention to the beautiful pizza rolls. Is there an echo in here? The Rock and Cena. This may be one of the biggest matches in the past 10 years. So I'm going to pass the mic to Lucha Man.
Main event was cool. It was about a 4-star match. It felt epic at times. At other times, it just felt like another match. But in the end, it was pretty good. Visual of that was worth it. Yep, that's about it.
I expected Lesnar to come out, maybe help Cena win or something. I didn't even care who won or who lost. It was a thing where it doesn't really matter. They built up Cena. They sort of watered down The Rock. But all right, these are our thoughts on ROH Showdown in El Sun. This was a pretty good show. Shitload of technical problems, 2 blackouts. But what are your thoughts? What are Lucha's thoughts on night 1?
Night 1. Lance Storm was good. I enjoyed that. Jericho and Steen was awesome. And the main event was kind of what you'd think it would be. What were your thoughts on night 1?
I didn't really get to watch a lot of night 1 because I had to watch night 2. But we'll get to that later. From what I saw, the Proving Ground match, it was cool. Cole and Pierce was a nice little segment. The All Knights and the Bucks, good. Didn't really watch Lethal and O'Reilly. Haas and Benjamin weren't very good against Coleman and Alexander, to be honest. Storm and Bennett was awesome. Steen and Jericho in the last man standing match. The La Revancha match. It was good. And the ROH World title match doesn't compare to the main event of night 2, which we're going to get to right now.
My thoughts on day 2 were nice little show. Once again, the technical problems were a real pain in the ass. But the second portion of the show after the blackout was very good. The 3 main matches, and especially, obviously, the main event. For those who don't know, the main event was one of the 10 greatest matches in the history of North American wrestling. It was amazing.
All right. My thoughts on Showdown on the Sun night 2 was cool. I liked it at 10 in the morning, even though I wasn't really alive for it. Kind of felt like when wrestling came on at Saturdays. for superstars of wrestling. It kind of had that feel to it. Jacobs and Jericho opened. You had Ciampa and Cedric. It was a squash. Perkins and Ant was cool. I thought they stopped O'Reilly and Cole. I didn't know that they continued it after 30 minutes of getting everything back together and shit. The Bucks beat ANX in a street fight. I didn't really watch this. I don't even think it's on Go Fight Live yet. But that'll be fixed in no time. Briscoes versus Haas and Benjamin. It was good. Nothing huge, but it was a Briscoe match. Don't really got nothing on that shit. Steen and Edwards was it was cool. I like the little twist where Steen got the small package for the win. I didn't expect Strong to win the TV title and be the second Triple Crown winner. That was pretty tight. But the match that was tighter was Richards and Elgin for the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship. That was an amazing match that we witnessed. Me and Luchador witnessed an awesome match on the 31st. And Dragon Gate, it was cool. It was cool.
Masaki Mochizuki versus Akira Tozawa.
Yeah.
So on that note, we are out.
L&L signing out.